rather pick Ashwin over Chahal. Big names, yes. There is one name which RR can look, but it will be a big gamble to get that player back. And
There were a couple of bombshells that have been received in that as well.
Butler to be retained, but I think there was some.
It's another team of the Indian Premier League and their retention strategies. I have Jian with me when it comes to the Rajasthan Royals, the team that won the IPL in the inaugural season. And since then, luck has not favored them. They've been ever so close, but not to lift the trophy. One-time winners, but Jian, pretty confident because the team was built up so well under the leadership of Sanju Samson. No brainers, 6 players have been retained. That's absolutely known, but there were a couple of bombshells that have been received in that as well. We'll come and slowly, steadily into the retention list and what has happened. But for now, Jian, 41 crores is what only you have moving into the auction table, and a minimum of 12 players needs to be bought because you've got already 6 in the retentions list. How much are you confident looking into this purse and with the players you have looked into, the players you have retained? Is it a good amount to go into a mega auction?
See, Josh Butler getting released was a big bombshell. Even bigger than supposedly, Sanju Samson getting released. It was a bigger shock. Because we were not expecting. Everybody was expecting Butler to be retained, but I think there were some talks going on about his, insufficient time in the IPL, but he's still given his name. That is a big worry to the Rajasthan fans now. Like, or retained whoever we had to, but I still feel we could have utilized a player like Trent Bolt or an Andre Berger, or at least kept an RTM option available for to get one of them back, or Yuzvendra Chahal or Ravichandran Ashwin. At least one of them should have been kept. But again, they must have thought about something. But with 41, with the likes of Butler and Bolt, we have to fill in big shoes.
Very much agreed with what you said, Gian. But what are your thoughts? You said about Josh Butler being a bombshell, but moving into this auction table with just 41 crores, you need to have at least plan B, plan C, because there are many teams that have bigger purse. Not to take away the 3 figures of Punjab Kings, but RCB has, KKR has, Delhi Capitals has. So a good bid of 15 crore might just be wiped off against those sides if they have good enough purse. So what are your thoughts? Are you expecting too many big names coming into this squad for the Rajasthan Royals?
Big names, yes, but not the ones which are currently, maybe the older players who used to play and were a big name in the IPL franchise. So, like the likes of, maybe Krunal Pandya, or you can say a player like Marcus Stoinis. I mean, they were obviously they were big names, but they are not going to go at exorbitant amounts. That is for sure. We can get them at moderate prices, hopefully. And with the likes of, we have to go in for a like to like replacement for Josh Butler, because it is definitely not going to be easy. So we would be looking to target a player like Jake Fraser Makeup. Obviously, I know for a fact he's not going to go cheap at all. At least not less than anything less than 10 crores. It's a very minimum figure I'm talking about him. But
Jake
let's see.
Fraser McGurk, you're saying 10 crores.
Minimum amount. Definitely he's going to go above that. And I feel the likes of Punjab, Hyderabad, etc., having like, they have, big purses. And I think Delhi might have an RTM also they could use
Yeah.
for him. So let's see how it goes. But we
10
don't have much of
crores,
choices.
10 crores for Jake Fraser McGurk. I think that's a huge statement. But yes, there were talks ongoing of Delhi Capitals using their RTM because they have one more overseas left. And they might just use it on Jake Fraser McGurk. But if you're saying it's 10 crores, they might just have to think twice. But moving on to the slower department, which is the spin department for Rajasthan Royals, I was very surprised. No Chahal, no Ashwin. Any chances of them being bought back?
Um, Hopefully, at least one of them, if can be bought back, is it will be a big plus. And either of them works. But if you ask me, I would rather pick Ashwin over Chahal because of the batting also,
Experience?
because
Okay.
experience also. And see, the thing is, Ashwin can open the bowling also. He can bat anywhere. RR has used that thing in 2022. If you remember, he was promoted at number 3, number 4, and his
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cameos are very handy. He scores that quick fire 18 or 20 runs in some 7-8 balls. You don't know how these crucial are these cameos are. Especially, I remember a game against Gujarat Titans in 2023 when he hit those 14 runs of just say 3 or 4 balls. So these kind of cameos are very handy. And of Ashwin, we know he's a chess player. He plays mind games, so we know we want such players, and you want a big leadership also with Sanju, to handle the entire squad. So
Okay, similarly, his partner, another chess player, the only thing good he had was Rajasthan Royals not being able to get a spot in the international squads. Yuzvendra Chahal, he has been released too. But what are your thoughts? If you have to go with spinners, there are not much options. You have to go for overseas. But if you're going for Indian spinners, can Chahal be somebody you can get a steal buy on?
Difficult. If you ask me, I think if Chahal was supposed to be, why we wouldn't have released Chahal if we were supposed to get him back. I mean, I remember we got him for around 5.5 or 6 crores only, and that was an absolute steal. I don't think he's going to be bought back again. And I don't know. Hopefully, he might go back to RCB. What we are hearing, because he has already unfollowed Rajasthan and started following RCB, and
Wow.
yeah, that's a
Even
big.
before the auction.
Yeah, and we could get a light to like. I said, as I said, we can get a light to like replacement. I mean, not a big name, but handy bowler in the form of Rahul Chahar. He's not bad.
Okay.
I would say
Okay.
he's a good bowler. He has good rhythm. I mean, he can be. He can get you wickets also. But he's exactly like Yuzi. Even if he leaks 35, 40 runs, he could get you to 3, 4 wickets in his
Definitely.
4 overs. And he can bat a bit also somewhere, and he can be not he won't be much costly according to me, maybe 4, 5 crores, similar amount as we bought Yuzi. And similarly, for another spinner, if we are going, we can look at the West Indian players in the form of Akil Hussain, who's been doing very well domestically, and
Also,
even
we
in
have another left arm spinner West Indies, Gudakesh Moti. He has been brilliant
absolutely,
in the recent past.
he's the bat also. Actually, if you've seen against Sri Lanka recently, which he played, he had a very handy knock. He scored a 50, I think. So
50, yeah.
you need such kind of players who can bat deep and you can bowl well.
Okay, so these players you said about Akil Hussain, Gudakesh Moti, probably they can be somebody like a steal. I might just say going in lakhs is what I expect them to go with. But similarly, what are your targets when it comes to the Rajasthan Royals moving into the auction table? Lack of left arm seamers. You had two brilliant seamers, swing bowlers, Nandri Burger, Trent Bolt, who has already, I can say, a legend for Mumbai Indians and Rajasthan Royals. They've released both of them. Anyone can be an option of buying them back, is it?
See, difficult to pick, but I think Bolt is going to be more expensive now, if I'm not wrong, because
Okay.
the thing is, he's the only player to have the most wickets in the power play in history of IPL, and
Yeah.
one of the most economical bowler. And but again, he's also injury prone, and you don't know, he's not played international cricket a lot now. He stopped playing international cricket, so difficult. If maybe Mumbai might get look to get him back, and but yeah, but we can try and get Nandre Burger definitely. He was good
I think
handy.
he was really good last season, and similarly, yeah, for South Africa he has been brilliant. So he might just enjoy returning back to the Royals. If we go into the top of the order, Will Salt is also around the corner. Ishan Kishan is there. Can they be options as well? Also, Rachin Ravindra. I think he can be an option that you can target at the top of the order alongside Yashasvi Jaiswal.
Can try Rachin, but the thing is, I'm very sure CSK is going to use the RTM for him
Okay.
definitely. And also, but there is one player I just slipped out of my mind. Venkatesh Iyer. Venkatesh Iyer. I think
Oh,
good replacement. Again, KK, he's done well for KKR. And last season also, I think he scored the winning runs. I remember he had a very fantastic season. He's doing well since the last 2 years. And I remember the 2021 season also, with help of his getting promoted up the order. KKR from seventh, they finished to getting into the finals and finishing as runner up. So I think he's been a handy player. I know maybe he might not come cheap, but if we can get him at even at 7 to 8 crores, in that IPL, in that slot, we can make him open with Yashasvi. Maybe we can try or make him play somewhere. But the good player with the caliber. He can bowl also, maybe a couple of 1 or 2 overs. He's good, and yeah, we can try. We can also before the middle order target for an Australian player in the form of Marcus Stoinis. He might
yeah.
come at a very moderate
There is a
price.
need of all rounder is what I feel in the Rajasthan Royals side. You've gone with Shimron Hetmar. We'll come to that discussion as well. But there's a need of all rounder. You earlier had Jason Holder. Now I think there are many options. Marcus Stoinis is there. Someone red hot form of Romario Shepard can be an option, Jihan.
Definitely, Romario Shepherd can be a good option. Krunal Pandya can be one option, because Krunal Pandya, he one point he had gone for 10, 15 crores for Mumbai, but now I don't think nobody will pick him for more than 4, 5 crores at max.
I yeah.
So these kind of players come handy. In the form of a Sikandar Raza also. These kind of players, you don't know
Many
when they turn up. Because Sikandar Raza is in the form of his life
yeah.
currently. Like with that scintillating knock he scored recently in that Zimbabwe, with the scored 300 plus. So I think it's going to be something of a very interesting kind of auction, because people say even with this kind of amount, if we manage to get in decent players also, so it'll be very good. It'll be really interesting to see, and if we might also be interested to see if RR can get back any of the big names they have missed out. If they can even get back one player out of the missed lot, maybe out Butler, Bolt, Berger, or UZ Ashwin, whoever, even
Okay,
one of them.
target at least one or maybe two. If they can get them in the lower price, I think I'm expecting Andre Berger to be one of them. You can get
Trent
him.
Bolt could be one of them, that is for sure. But I'm not too sure because, as you said, Punjab, with the likes of Punjab, having the highest purse, they could go all out for a player like Trent Bolt.
So
So you never
if you're
know.
Punjab, they might just go with either of Arshdeep Singh or Trent Bolt. I'm not expecting both, but
Yeah,
Arshdeep Singh,
Arshdeep Singh, so definitely he's going to go above 14, 15 crore. That is for
yeah,
sure.
it's just like you mentioned about the other players unfollowing Rajasthan Royals. Similarly, Arshdeep Singh has also unfollowed Punjab Kings. Might be he has a new team. Ravichandran Ashwin, you say that you're going ahead of Yuzvendra Chahal. Is he returning back to Chennai Super Kings as well?
Possible, very possible, any possible. So let's see. Just fingers crossed. There is one name which RR can look, but it will be a big gamble to get that player back, and maybe to play in that 11 or no. The name is Jofra Archer.
Oh, there you go. Jafra is there.
He
Very
is a gamble. Now the thing is, he has done scintillating well when he used to play for us in 2018. Absolute spot on. He has literally humbled teams with his pace and his batting also. And when his injury hit him, we had to let him go, and it didn't work out for Mumbai Indians. But even if he stays fit for at least 50% of the matches, at least 50%,
he could
he could
be.
be very handy. He
He
could be
could
handy,
be. He
and
could be sort of Jasprit Bumrah and Jofra Archer opening the attack alongside Jarrell Coetzee. It did not turn up. It could be a possibility. You might have Nandri Berger, Jofra Archer, maybe something different as well. If I have to go to a little bit of fast bowler because so many fast bowlers are there in the rank. KG Rabada could be an option. Mitchell Stark. You might also go with Umesh Yadav, Mukesh Kumar. There are a lot of options. Are you even thinking of these? Kuldeep
not
Singh.
Mitchell Stark. I mean, after 25 crores, he's not going to come down to say 5 crores or 6 crores. That is for sure. And we can't trust these players because the World Test Championship final coming up, the Ashes coming up.
So that's what a condition has been given by BCCI. If it's incomplete, you do not give your name.
Maybe, but it is a big gamble. I'm really shocked. Maybe they might pull over. Maybe we could hear them getting pulled over also before the auction. We never know because there is a world. It's an easy indication that the World Test Championship final is there. Maybe they can get unsold. Of course, that's another thing. But again, I don't think it is with the likes of Stark or Rabada. Rabada, especially in this form, he is right now in the number one Test bowler. He is not going to go below 15 crores. That is for sure. Impossible is that.
Absolutely. You have more steel by his Nathan Ellis, I must tell you. He's a very, very talented bowler. We spoke about Mukesh Kumar, Kuldeep Sen, Prasidh Krishna coming back to the side, maybe.
Can Prashid Krishna can be bought back? A player like Josh Inglis can be bought with the replacement for in the replacement of Josh. He is a good. He can open also. He's good. He's handy. We can try. We don't have much options, so we can just try it off.
Okay, so a lot of experiments that needs to be done.
One
Maybe.
name I forgot to mention is Quinton de Kock.
Oh yes, there you go. But if Quinton de Kock comes in, then you will have two lefties at the top of the order. Does that
No
make a
harm.
difference?
No harm. No harm. No harm. If you have two destructive players, why not?
Okay, so you're backing another player, Quinton de Kock, maybe someone from the target of Bengaluru as well. Maybe a responsible batter at the top of the order. KL Rahul, is it that?
No chance.
No
Impossible.
chance.
Being
Impossible.
not it is not about liking or disliking the player here, but being realistic, KL Rahul is obviously not going to go below 15 or 18 crores. That is for sure. And with RCB and Punjab, needing openers or maybe
Yeah.
even
Even
a
a
team
captain.
like, yeah, they need a captain as well. Absolutely, they need a captain. So I mean, they would go all out for a player like him. And RCB, we were hearing about Virat Kohli, but again, the tapes about being the captain now again. But let's see how it goes. Maybe KL can be named the captain if he's bought
There
by
are many
RCB.
teams. RCB is there, Punjab is there, not to take it away.
There is
Kolkata
even
Knight
Delhi
Riders are
Capitals who
there.
need a keeper batsman who need
Delhi
an opener.
Capitals need a keeper, batter, opener, captain. So many things are there. Such a wonderful. I've said it before as well. It's going to be one of the best mega auctions in IPL history.
So yeah, definitely. I think RR, if they were looking at old time bowlers also with this kind of an amount in the purse, I will say they can go for a player like with experience if you want. It's a very I don't know if you got, but I would go, if I am sitting in the auction, I would go at least 3 to 4 crores for Bhuvaneshwar Kumar here because
Oh
that
yes.
bowler can
Oh
literally
yes.
change fortunes. He can be a
Absolutely. Very
absolute
very
spot on
talented.
player.
Absolutely, very talented, very experienced. That is a wonderful choice you have made. If you get him for 3 to 4 crores, I might say that's one of the steals of Indian cricket. You might say. Moving on to the players, let's come back to what has been decided by the Rajasthan Royal management as well. Sanju Samson and Yashasvi Jaiswal has been taken by 18 crores. I think that's a no-brainer to be honest. Captain, leader. Similarly, Yashasvi is in form of his life at the top of the order. Long-term prospect. Rian Parag, 14 crores, might be looking into the all-rounder sector. He has been backed tremendously by Rajasthan Royals family. Now comes my first question. Dhruv Jurel 14 crores, Shimron Hetmeyer 11 crores. 25 crores on these two players. Justified?
According to me, no, not at all. See, uh, Hetmeyer, they were looking at the stats of the best finisher in IPL last season. Which okay, I understand he has finished, but the conversion rate, if you see, he was converting 2 games out of 8. So it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense according to me. You can have any player, even Sanju did that, even Josh did that. So it doesn't make sense. They could have, for me, if you would have said, yeah, Jurel justified, fine. Young, he's a key, he can be a backup keeper. Good middle order player, can finish. He's a finisher as well. Fine, justify. RR also look to maintain that young core. And if you ask me, instead of Hetmeyer, we should have retained Trent Bolt over here.
Okay, so there's another one. Trent Bolt is something you've constantly mentioned. Similarly, Landry Burger. Sandeep Sharma, 4 crores uncapped. I think this is a good buy. He's a very experienced debt specialist. They're fair enough. So that sums up the entire auction strategies and the retained and released players for the Rajasthan Royals. You said plan ABC needs to be taken into account. How much do you rate the retentions that have been made by our Rajasthan Royals out of 10?
I mean, 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. That's really, really surprising to hear. But that also the remaining 5 marks you've deducted has to be for Josh Butler, UZ, Ashwin, many things about bold burgers. So fair enough. 41 crores is what you have, Gian, moving into the auction table. Are you confident to have a good squad?
RR always finds ways of getting back into that auction. I remember the 4 buys in 4 minutes what we had in 2022. So that is just being fingers crossed with this first. Let's hope we can build some kind of a squad. Apart from KL
Okay.
Rahul, anyone works.
Okay, so he's confident that hopefully they can build a good squad with a minimum amount of 41 crores. They have 12 players needs to be bought by the Rajasthan Royals. They are confident. Thank you so much, Gian. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this one. Rajasthan Royals and their auction strategies done and dusted. Don't forget to subscribe to Fifth Thumb by press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much and bye bye.